Well, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Let me clear my throat here. I am, as always, the Lavender Lady Diana Clarion. This is Sylvia. Yeah, she wants to make her presence known. And this is a rogue live stream. Basically, what happened is I was trying to decide whether or not, yes, dear, what would you like? What? She's very insistent. You notice this. I was trying to decide whether or not I wanted to open this fifth of Riesling that I've had in the defrigginator since like New Year's Eve. And got a suggestion from the Lone Wanderer's Bungalow, I think. Is that it, Tara? Or the Lone Wanderer's Bunker, I think. Yeah, why don't I open it during a live stream? And I had basically had the thought of doing that. It was just a passing thought. And so, with the fortuitousness of her suggestion, I decided, okay, why don't I do it? Why don't I do a live stream? And maybe I can make something out of this. I'm not sure yet. Turn it into something that might have some potential for carrying on to future shows, etc., etc., etc. Other than that, yes, dear, what? I think some of you people who are had by kittinesses know how insistent kittinesses can get. And yeah, this one over here is the picture of insistency. Is that an actual term? Insistency? I know there's consistency. Oh well, yeah, if not, I've just invented something. Oh my word. But yeah, there we are here. And you be a good kitty and stuff like that. And okay, basically what I'm about right now is just bloviating for a while. I mean, this is a day in a life. This is a day in my life, which is largely boring. I think most of you may know that already. I'm certainly not an interesting character the way some people are. Things don't happen to me. What's the word I'm looking for? Things happen to me, but not the sorts of things that anybody gives a shit about. Oh my. And then we have you. Yes, you happen to me, and I care about that. Yes, I do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you. You is the kitty. You is the cat. It's not working, is it? But okay, I'm going to open this while I'm talking here. This has been a rather unusual week, actually, because okay, I'm thinking back, and I don't think I've thrown up all week, and that's kind of welcome. It really is. I mean, I've got so accustomed to puking my guts out as soon as I get out of bed that it's become a regular part of life. Oh, Explorer Questioner, hi. Oh my! Actually, I'm not doing too badly. I was just starting into that. What I don't know is the way I feel indicative of the shape I'm in, or is it wishful thinking? I don't know. It would be nice if it were indicative of the shape I'm in, which would be rather decent. But we're going to see how that stuff goes. Let me see if I can stick that in there. Yay! I love German whites, especially when they're dry. There we are. Why don't I put the lid on this? The only thing this is missing, really, is a cork made from an actual tree. Yeah, I do, Explorer. I do know the cause. I don't know if you knew or not. My kidneys are shot. Kidney function has been going down the toilet over the last couple of years, and that would be contributing. Now, what I don't know is, have things leveled off? If they have they plateaued before another drop? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. I mean, I'd really like things to at least level off. When I saw my doctor back at the end of January, he had me get some blood tests before I saw him, and I asked, just out of inquisitiveness, I was wondering, hey, am I stage 5? He said, you passed stage 5 a long time ago. But here's the thing. If it's the case that I had passed stage 5 a long time before that, does one get any better as time goes on? I don't know how these things work. I do know a friend of mine and I were talking a while ago. He had to go on to dialysis. His kidneys just decided they were going to quit working. But then somehow they kickstarted, and he's off to dialysis and doing fine, or at least as far as he tells me. Is this something that's going to happen to me? I mean, I wouldn't complain, okay? But if it's the case that it's not going to get any better, there are quite a few things I have to decide. I have to make decisions about what I want and what I don't want and stuff like that. And I know there are people who don't want to hear it. They want what they want, and they're going to have what they want, whatever it takes. And that's not fun. Tasty, yummy. I'm gonna have to do this on a regular basis. Julie LeBoyce, move over. I'm gonna be joining you in the wine, and etc. etc. Um, Oh my, oh my, oh my. I remind everybody of their mother or their aunt. And I'm everyone's aunt and no one's lover. What the hell? Scheiße, Scheiße, zu viel Scheiße. Es ist scheißvoll. That's what it is. And how apropos that is with a German wine here. Actually, It's an Australian German wine. I have to wonder. I have to wonder when the Australian wine industry got started. You don't know how many of you know about the Monty Python skit, Australian table wines. I have to laugh when I think back to that, because here we are. This is crafted by the Casea family in Australia. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, shitski. Anyway, where was I? What was I saying? What was I doing? I'm trying to decide what I need, what I want. I mean, if it is, well, no matter what, let's put it this way. There are some people I'd like to see. There are some people I'd like to see again. And something tells me that in order to do that, I'm going to have to wait at least a year. Because this damn plague is, really screwing everything up. I may be preaching doom and gloom here, but I'm getting the impression that COVID restrictions, that sort of thing, are not going to be lifted until 22 at the earliest. And there are, as I've said, there are people I want to see again. There are people I want to see the first time around. I want to see Aaron Ra again. I mean, he's a big sweetie, and if you're listening, yeah, that's what I said. You're a big sweetie, okay? It would be great were I able to see No Illusions again. To see Lucinda. I'd really like to meet Aaron's wife. God damn it, her name escapes me at the moment. You're getting old when you can't remember people's names. Lalandra, there we go. I was not able to see her in person back in 2019, and I was really hoping I would. I'd love to see her. We have spoken over the wire, but it would just be great to have a beer or whatever with her. And gosh, there are so many people that I cannot even enumerate them all. Eric Murphy is another person I'd love to see again. And to actually meet Vila Bianca. But in order to do that, I've got to be able to get out and about, and that requires the end to the COVID restrictions. So, interesting little thing happening there. Because it's likely that I'll have to hang around for at least a year. Is it going to be the case that I'm going to have to hang on with dialysis, about which I've heard so many wonderful things? My friend Al tells me about the physical pain he experienced. And I've heard more than one person describe physical pain associated with dialysis. I'm not all that thrilled with the prospect of being chained to a machine, for 4 hours every other day, to where I can't even get up and have a glass of water if I get thirsty. But if I have a limited period that I have to deal with that crap, maybe I can hang on long enough to get out and about, to see the people I like to see, and then I can cut out when I need to after that. I think it says, as Kate, my co-host, has said more than once. I mean, if I know that something is temporary, it might not be fun, but I can deal with it. I am just not looking forward to an indeterminate period that I have to deal with this shit. So I don't know. And what really gets me about this, I don't have that much to go on. I mean, for one, I really have a hard time trusting anyone, especially medical doctors, when it comes to any information. When I saw David this last time around, my GP, he was immediately on about, okay, your one number, one of the levels of whatever it is in the blood is way out of kilter. All the other numbers are fine. It's just the one number is out of kilter. So, now the next thing we do is open up a fistula and we get you into dialysis. And it's, wait a minute. Is it the absolute case that I absolutely need this dialysis you want me on? And this goes back to what I had said right at the outset of the show. I'm feeling reasonably well. I've gone a week, almost a week, without praying to the porcelain god. Does that mean that I've got some time, to deal with things? That I'm not as bad off as some would have it? Are they jumping the gun? That would be nice. And then I have to think, what is the result of having dialysis one does not need? Could that be worse off than doing nothing? I want somebody who will give me honest answers. I have too many people all over me with what they want. What about me? What about what I want? I know what I want. I'm just not sure how to go about getting it yet. I want to live, not merely breathe. I've said this many times before. And to suffer pain, to suffer agony, simply because someone else wants me around as I don't know what. I'm certainly not high on anyone's list of priorities, nor should I be. I mean, I'm not rushing to the grave. I'm really not. I mean, if I could stick around for a while, that would be great. But I am not going to endure, I am not going to suffer agony simply to keep breathing. It's not a life. Itchy. I don't know any more hair. Oh my. Yeah, anyway. I'll probably come back to this subject at some point. It's one about which I've spoken quite a lot lately. But I would really appreciate it if people would understand that there's more to this sort of thing than what they want. And I'm certainly loath to tear myself up by the roots and literally be dragged halfway across the country simply to keep somebody else happy. For example, I want to die at home. I'm eventually going to die, okay? And when that happens, I want it to be at home. Familiar surroundings. What do we have? Okay, Explorer Questioner, you're saying, I hear you say you want to live, not merely breathe, and I agree that you should do what you want. But if I don't eat all that much, okay? Because until recently, just these last couple of days, I really hadn't been able to hold anything down. So, what are you going to do? That's something I haven't been able to do in a while that I am now seeming to be able to do. I'm able to hold a meal down. I have to be careful. I certainly cannot eat the way I used to. I rather doubt that habanero peppers would do me much good right now. And I used to love habaneros. Oh my. Oh, mama. Well, that's what I mean. EQ. I don't know offhand if I'm getting to the point where I can actually chow down now. For a while, anyway. That would be kind of nice. I'm not going to complain, though. In the sense... What the hell was that? Honey, what are you doing? What are you knocking over? Damn cat. My weight right now is where it was when I began my transition 12 years ago. And I like that. And I hate to say it, but a lot of it is from not being able to eat. Um, when I quit smoking, coming on 3 years ago, boy, did I balloon. I went from 205 to 240. And ended up there for quite a while. I was kind of shocked when I found out that Aaron Ra and I tipped the scales at the same number. Obviously he wore it better than I, but I looked sort of like the Michelin man. Michelin man. There we go. Uh, but I pulled off 55 pounds, something on that order, and I feel a lot better for having done it. And at the moment, I'm trying to decide whether I want to go for another 25 or stay here. I remember weighing about 160, and I really, 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 really liked it. Now the thing is, I was 22 years old at the time, which is something I am no longer. I don't know if you've kind of noticed, but no, I'm nowhere near 22 years old anymore. That was 41 years ago. So I don't know if I'd feel as good now at 160 as I did then. And the other problem with that sort of thing is I really don't want to buy an entirely new wardrobe. I can't afford it. I mean, it's bad enough now where I really do have to get some new clothing because the stuff I have is just falling off of me. So I don't know. We're gonna see how things go with that. I'm in no rush. I'm not chasing a number or anything like that. It's just it. I remember what I liked, how I felt, and that I liked it. Um, would I like it again? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, if I stay right here at 185, that's okay too. So I was at 185 for a long time, and it was all right. So that's where that is. We'll work on that. It's one of the things I'm up to. See what we do, see what we don't do, and the whole thing there. Now, we have a few other things that we're doing. I think I want to expect. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that again, okay? I think I want to expand my repertoire here on channel. Do more than I've been doing, and I want to do it well enough that people are willing to throw $1 or $2 my way for it. But I don't want them throwing money at me simply because I'm me or any other inconsequential reason. I mean, I want to earn it. So we'll see what happens. To that end, I'm seriously looking at what I'm doing on channel, and I'd like to improve what I'm doing. If any of you folks want to give me any ideas, tell me where to go and what I can do when I get there, it's great. Just send me a little note to my Twitter, or there's my email. I'm not going to give you my phone number. Not unless you're a cute lady who has an IQ of something like 210. mm. Oh, well. That's one of the reasons the start today was so rough. I'm just starting with nothing and trying to bootstrap my way up. And I doubt I need to emphasize it, but I suck at production. And from what I understand and from what I see out there, the packaging is much more important than the content. But oh well, we'll see what happens. We'll see. So yeah, there's that to do, and I guess that'll keep me somewhat busy. And in order to do that sort of thing, the other thing I've got to do is turn this studio into something that I can walk around in. Because I've spent a lot of time in bed and it wasn't even fun. So things kind of got out of hand, and they've been staying out of hand. So I've got to fix that up, and got to get around to being able to get things cleaned up and organized and straightened and everything else. It's going to keep me busy. But it'll be a fun sort of busy, or at least I think it will be. I hope it will be. Oh my. Okay, what do we have here? We got 2 people watching? No, 4? Okay. I tell you, I thank you folks for sticking around here, because I haven't the slightest idea what I'm doing, and if you can put up with this, you're better than I am. Oh, jeez, yeah, but what can I tell you? Um, then I got a whole bunch of other stuff I need to figure out and I need to do. I would like to know how baseball is going to work this year. Are you going to have limited capacity at the stadia? Or can you fill the capacity? I'm getting the impression that you're going to have limited capacity, and in which case, then I'll stay home this season. It would be really nice if they didn't have cardboard cutouts in the stands. See how that goes. Because I will admit, I miss baseball. I really do. I mean, I dearly love the game. Um, some people like their American football. I like my baseball. Years and years ago, I had the dream of playing professionally and was never anywhere near good enough. So, oh well. These days I'm too old to play even on an amateur basis. Too old and too sick. Shit like bad kidneys gets in the way of a lot of stuff, let me tell you. Um, but, what the hell. Something else I'd love to be able to do. If I could just work out a way to get to the reservoir and back, there's a nice little. It's called Lake Carnegie or Carnegie Lake. I forget exactly how that goes, but if I could get me and some tackle out there, with a fishing license pinned to my hat, I would love to be able to go fishing. I haven't been fishing in a very, very long time. Longer than I care to think about. I mean, sure, I wouldn't be able to do what I used to do. An uncle and I get in his 13-foot boat with a case of beer and a box of cigars and about 4 rods and reels between us. So, dropping lines over the side of the boat, drinking beer, smoking cigars. I'm 14. Oh, those were the days. Definitely were the days. But there's nothing quite like making a dinner of smallmouth bass that one had caught earlier that afternoon. I really miss that. There's a lot I miss. Well, I guess the longer I live, the more there is behind me and the more I get to miss. Yeah. I mean, I have the memories, but somehow the memories aren't quite the same as the experiences. What are you going to do? But while we're on that subject, um, my older female platy is about ready to burst. Um, so there's going to be another load of fry in this box of water back here. You can see how many of them survived predation by their tank mates. A reasonable number actually survived from the last. I don't know. What do you call a group of baby fishies? I mean, a group of baby kitties or baby puppies. Okay, those are a litter. Does the term carry over to fitties? A litter of fitties. I don't know. Does it work that way? Yeah, you can tell I'm just posting filler material here. Na zdrowie. Oh my. Once I get the kitchen cleaned up, it would be nice if I could have it sufficiently cleaned tomorrow. We'll see. Film another recipe. I've got about a half dozen recipes I want to do yet. I mean, that's just on the list that I've thought of. You know, there's more yet that I haven't thought of. But what, honey? Well, damn cat. What's that about, huh? Oh, yay. Oh my, 5 watching. Hello, whoever just joined. Glad to have you here. Please excuse the, now we're down to 4 again. Please excuse the, what's the word, less than polished look today. I have the slightest idea what I'm doing yet. Working on that. Getting there. Anybody have any suggestions? Yeah, even those suggestions, go ahead and send them to me, and I mean, I will not burst into tears if you tell me where to go and what to do when I get there. What's really, 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 really nice is it's getting warmer. And as much as I hate time changes, with moving the clock, the clock time of sunset is later than it was 2 weeks ago. The only problem we have with that is that the clock time of sunrise is also later. Gonna have to wait for the day to get longer and catch up. And try that and see what happens. Oh my, and then I'm waiting. Josiah, honey, hi, how are ya? Yay! I just don't know here, kids. It would be kind of nice to be able to get my Fauci ouchie pretty soon. That'd be a landmark. Benchmark, however you want to put it. It would be really, really nice to be able to get to a local pool, splash around. We'll see how that goes. Last summer, all I had was a bathtub. I mean, it does work. Don't get me wrong. But it's just not quite the same thing. especially when it gets really nice and hot around here, and you get under the shower and you get dripping wet, and then the furniture is all soaked. Not fun, not fun, not fun. Okay, let's see. Josiah got shot Wednesday. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that suggestion, for suggesting that. Yeah. Um, I'm hearing quite a lot about the arm pain. Kate mentioned that she really had some pain when she got her first vaccine dose. Now, if I have to put up with that in order to gain some protection against the COVID, okay, that's what I have to do. And just try to be careful, and hopefully it doesn't hurt too much. It's really interesting, and I may have to try this out. I saw somebody post to the Twatters that a person they knew hadn't yet got a place in line for the vaccine, and her doctor was really after her to get vaccinated, and it was a matter of there was just nothing available anywhere near her, and the doctor said, "Look, find the reddest county near you and go there." Which makes strangely makes sense. So I may end up trying something like that, because we've got a cherry bomb of a county right next door to us. Here, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, is not that bad. It's technically blue, but the residents are kind of dumb. But one county over, Washington County, beat red. And if I could go there, one way or another, even if I had to rent a car for a day, it would be worth $100 to me. It would, because I could go. I make an appointment. I could go there. I could get my Fauci ouchie. I'd have the car for the rest of the day. I could do things that I haven't been able to do because I don't have a vehicle. It might be worth it. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do some asking as far as what I can do about that. I'd like to get this. I'd like to get this done. I'd like to get my. I like to get my job and have that out of the way. Oh, so you got lucky, Josiah. Only a day. I think. Shoot me if I got this wrong, but I think Kate mentioned 3 days for her. I mean, not that I'm going to avoid anything simply because of that. I've also had a bit of pain from flu vaccinations. Nothing I can't deal with. So, yeah, we can take care of that. We can do something with that. Scheiße, Scheiße, zu viel Scheiße. That's perfectly legal German, by the way. That's shit, too much shit. And then es ist scheißvoll. Yeah, it's full of shit. The Germans just love shit. Oh, yay. I'm going to have to do this more often. I've often thought, maybe I should get a fifth of wine and just sit around and drink it because I like it. Never do. I mean, it's kind of nice just to be able to sit here and sip wine. As long, as long as it isn't a French red, I'm okay. No, I don't like French wine. Sorry. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. So, what else does everybody have on their lists? I've got to do some shopping. Not looking forward to that. But if it does turn out that I am going to have to go on to dialysis, I'm going to want some long sleeve tops. I've seen some photographs of the results of having the fistula done in the arm, and for the most part, it isn't all that pretty. So, yeah, if I, lumpy and discolored and everything else, and really don't want any kids, looking and pointing. Mommy, what's that? It's like no, 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 no. So I'll do some of that stuff, and well, I think I'm gonna go shopping tomorrow just for some stuff. Um, if I see any long sleeve tops, I'll get a couple. See what happens. Um, I hate shopping for clothing. I suppose I should turn in my girl membership card, right? You're all gonna come for me. Oh, I just don't know, but I want to get some of that stuff taken care of. I want to get some more fleurs. The um, the tulips I bought a little while ago didn't last all that long, so maybe I want to get some more fleurs. Just throw a little color around here. I like fleurs. What can I say? It would just be nice if I could save them over for next season, but rather doubt I could because there's really no place I'd have to put them. And here I am in this apartment building. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Plant, yeah. When the flowers are finished blooming in the pot, I can plant them in the cat. No, don't like that idea. Uh-uh. Thought it was a good idea. Yes, I did. 6 people here. Oh my word. How the heck do you folks put up with me? I really don't know, especially when it's yours truly, all by yourself here, just trying to keep the show alive. Oh, scheisse, 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 scheisse. I really want to get out of the place here. I want to get out and about. I've been cooped up for a flippin' year, going essentially nowhere, doing essentially nothing, it wears on your nerves after a while. I don't know if any of you have figured this one out or not, but I'm sure you have, really. Um, yeah, there's no going to the local Chinese buffet, which I used to like to do. Um, yeah, because that place is takeout only now. I don't know if they're ever going to go back to Buffett, but well, honey, you gotta go. You take care. Be good. Have fun. I know those are mutually exclusive, so do the best you can. Okay. Uh, and thank you for the thoughts, really and truly. I hope that things are going to improve. Um, Even at my worst, I feel a lot better during the summer than I do during the winter. You know, all the little sunshine and the warmth and etc. 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 I hate winter. So I cannot stand winter. Sorry. And this is the amazing thing. I used to love winter when I was a kid. Could couldn't wait to see an accumulation of snow. Of course, this is I'm 8 years old, looking for the accumulation of snow. It gets cold enough now that it hurts. I mean, physical pain. I guess this is what happens when you get old. And yes, I'm old. Yeah, definitely. Even with my little Twitter post, I don't know how many of you do the Twitter thing and how many have seen. I think the tag is I don't look my age or I'm not as old as my birth certificate says or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but um, I don't know what anybody thinks now, but there was a time not that long ago when people saw 10 years younger than I was, some 15 years younger. Um, and they'd be amazed that I was 60. Because they would say, couldn't be any older than 50, or some say 45. I don't know what they were thinking, and well, maybe it's just that I've got a lot older now than I was then. Um, Not that I really give a shit. I mean, I know some people who want desperately to be taken, as 20 years younger than they are. Um, I'm not one of those people. Getting old is something that happens to all of us, and okay, I'll deal with it. And, no matter what situation I'm in or how I look, I'm not going to turn any heads or anything like that, so I'm not worried about that. Well, no, I suppose that I would turn some heads. Yeah, turn the head away. Ah, look at that! Oh, tasty and yummy. I need to pour some more of that. And yeah, oh, what the heck is that? Why is that doing that? I don't know. Easy my to not knowing and for to into. Yes. So that means yes on the thing for to into. Okay. Look, it's not too that bad. It's not too bad that thing. No, not that. It is not the icky. Oh, yes, I'm strange. There we are. Got that working for a little while. Colleen, hi! Yay! My day is complete. Colleen is here. Yeah, I'm just bloviating over here. I hope nobody minds. Little bit by little bit. I don't know. I'm thinking of trying to make this a regular thing. And just sit here and just bloviate on whatever comes to mind, that sort of thing. Just a day in the life of your basic transy. Oh, don't worry about it. Honey, you're here. That's what counts. Yay. And besides, I hadn't the slightest idea that I was going to be doing this until, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes before I started the show. Oh, yay. Sweet, like lead acetate, right? That's something else I've noticed. I was just thinking about it. When I had a little bit of an itch back here. So that's something else that has not been happening to me. Kitty! Hi, Kitty! Yay! They got a whole bunch of, got at least 2 people coming on in here. What, did somebody's show just end? Randy, hi, honey. I'll tell you what, hon, I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. I am. I don't know if that means anything or not. I was saying earlier in the show, I haven't been throwing up this last week, which is definitely welcome. Does it mean that my condition is better than it was a couple weeks ago? Maybe. I don't know. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what the numbers had to say. Because it might be the case that I'm actually doing better, or it might be a case of wishful thinking. And of course, I'd rather the former than the latter. Oh, and I got your card, hon. I picked it up this afternoon. Thank you, honey. That's something I did want to talk about. I have people on my case. They want me. I don't know, Colleen. It might be. I was thinking of adding this to my repertoire. Um, Basically, what happened today is I was kind of musing, do I want to open this fifth of Riesling that I've had since like January, because I had bought it for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and I hadn't drunk it. And then Tara, oh come on, don't spill everywhere. The Lone Wanderer's Bunker suggested what I happened to be thinking at the same time. Said, why don't you open it during a live stream? I said, yeah, okay. I was thinking it, you said it, I'll do it. And I had the thought, I could make this a regular thing. I mean, stock up on wine and and just sit here and flap my jaws, flap my lips, for a little while. I don't know that it would be every Friday or whether it would be some other day or what time, I don't know. If any of you want to see this as a regular feature, drop me a note, please, and tell me what time, day and time and shit you'd like. Cherokee, Balagotat, kill moose and squirtle. Mmm. Yum. I really, really like Rieslings. Just dry enough to be tasty, but that little bit of sweetness as well as the dryness. I'd have to say that this stuff is my favorite alcoholic beverage. De Brojnie, something like that. Yeah, I can always come on the show. Allow me to introduce myself. I am. Yeah, I wish I could remember some of the names Boris Badenov would use, because they always sounded enough like Boris Badenov that it was that close and everything. And I really liked Rocky and Bullwinkle. I suppose what I'm going to have to do someday is just get the rest of the DVD sets. Yeah, talk about shit from my childhood. Moo! I had a landlord who used to call me Boris. Because for you, it's like this to speaking on the time. So he is on me to Boris to calling, and my girlfriend at the time, she was Natasha. Yes. I don't know, too knowing. I don't know. But what the hey? Got a whole bunch of shit to work out. A lot of cooking to do. Maybe if I can, get the studio straightened up a little bit. I'd like to do a potato soup. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I keep saying that. and I keep staying in bed all day. And that's something else for you right there. Is maybe I'm feeling as good as I'm feeling because I'm not doing anything. That may be a factor. Um, I suppose I need to work on it in the sense that as it starts warming up now, because there have been days where it's been above 70. Maybe if I can manage to walk a quarter mile and then, 3/8 of a mile and half a mile and find out how far I can go before things start going downhill. Figure out where that stands and chart it. Use that as an indicator of how I'm doing. Yes, Colleen, I have. Colleen asks, have I ever considered doing a live stream transgendered chef? What I would need to do for something like that, I'd really, really need a producer. I would. Or at least a camera crew. I mean, I'd love to do something like that. It wouldn't have to end up like Jeff Smith's productions or anything. I don't know how many of you over there know about the Frugal Gourmet. Used to love that show. That would really be amazing, though. I'd love to do something like that. The other thing I'd love to be able to do, and I don't know how easy this would be to do, I would actually like to have some people here as guinea pigs, and do the cooking, do the recipe, and as well as myself tasting it, and usually I like it because I rather like what I cook. I have to admit. But if other people at the table also like what I cook, that's a rousing endorsement. Okay? Have to work on how that would work, though. Wait a minute. Dal che siete parodia. Moo, yeah. One of the problems that I have here, it's a very hilly terrain. So it's that much more work to walk or to bike wherever I walk or bike. You're always going. I mean, there are times when you're going down a hill, yeah. But what's really weird is, especially on a bike, going downhill is almost as bad as going uphill. I remember ages ago, I used to drive my bike to appointments with my gender counselor, and with all the hills in between where I lived and where I had my appointments, I'd be riding my brakes down a bunch of hills, and I'd be replacing my brake pads, like monthly. It's crazy, because if I freewheeled, if I'd freewheel down, I'd be doing 55 miles an hour at the base of the hill into cross traffic. Nothing. So yeah, what are you gonna do? But it is the Sylvia. Yes, it is. Yes. Well, Randy, thank you, Randy, for everything, really and truly. Now, you had said in your card that you would like some information from me. I'll get it to you as soon as I have it. I have no idea about any of the things, about any costs, what the costs will be exactly, and that sort of thing. Um, I'm working on applying for help with the state of Pennsylvania. If I get some of that, that would help a great deal. And I would not necessarily have to do the things I don't want to do, such as keep going to the well. Um, I mean, the generosity of you folks is incredible, but I don't want to wear out any welcome. I mean, you guys have to live too. Yeah, kitty. Oh, boy, boy. I tell you, I don't understand how people can drive fixed gear bicycles. And when I speak of fixed gear, the the sprocket is connected by chain to the wheel, and it never freewheels. If that drive wheel is turning, so are the pedals. I can go down a pretty steep hill, keeping my feet level, and the bike just down the hill, and I got the caliper brakes going to slow my descent. That's no big deal. But yeah, were that back wheel to be turning, and while it's turning the pedals and slapping me in the shins. That's not fun. Oh, boy, shit. But there's something else I want to be able to do. I want to, if there's any way I can manage it, I would like to drive the bike around, just inflate the tires, find some place to go driving, and just drive around. There's a spike trail not too far from here. I would have to strap the bike to the front of a Pat Transit bus to get down to the starting point. But if I could, from there, either go on the bike path downtown, the other end of the end of the trail is up by PNC Park, which is a nice little distance and no big deal. Or the other end is in Maryland. Just get on there and start pedaling. That would be kind of nice. especially if I could strap a tent to my back and head down to Maryland and spend the night in the campsite and that sort of thing. I would not mind. See what happens. There's a lot where I have to say we'll see what happens. I don't know. I really don't. There's just so much I'd like to be able to do. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I'll be able to because there's the plague getting in the way. I'd really like to be able to get to Kentucky for an ARC encounter protest. Like I say, there are people I'd like to see again. Bonrick, honey, how you doing, sweetness? Oh, scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. It would be kind of nice to start from McKeesport, which is not that far from here, and go into Homestead to where the waterfront shopping area is. It's a nice little bike ride or drive into that area, and take care of a couple errands. What I'm waiting to be able to go into my bank without first making an appointment. Okay, wait a minute. Were there no virus and money was no issue, what would I like to cross off my list? Well, I'll tell you what. I have a fantasy. I would not mind setting up a picnic and inviting a whole bunch of dear people and just basically saying to them, don't worry about any travel costs or anything. I'll pick it up. And basically set up a day or maybe a weekend. Where a whole bunch of wonderful dear people, for example, all of you guys and a few more, just all descend upon a picnic area, one of the local parks, and we can have a weekend of it. If money was no object, I'd bring you all out here and I'd put you up and I don't think I'll ever have that much money. Damn it. It's not problematic in the least, Colleen. I just wish I could have all of you folks here. Talk about a transgendered chef live stream. I can cook. I can grill a killer sirloin steak if I must say so myself. And then there's this cat. What, honey? What you was doing? I don't know if any of you can see this. But there's a kitty face over there. Some people's kiddiness is at least she likes the condominium. B, how is you? Is you? Yay! Aste betroda polikesi. Yeah, Sylvia has made a wonderful addition to the family. Sometimes I think about a kitty friend for Sylvia. I don't know if the landlord would appreciate that or not. Oh, is am I a little bit this, little bit that? Go for me, go for you, you know. Things are better to getting a little bit is the spring and to summer is to coming and to making. I have to get out more now that it's getting warmer and lighter. Yes, this is a truth for you. Well, I will say this much, Beth. As I've said, prior to your coming here, I've gone about a week without throwing up. So I hope that's a nice sign. Etera. Etera da palchesse non da betrosta per quello che vedianti. And this kitty. Yes, a kitty. What? Well, well, well. 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 Come here. You. Four-face. Four-face. No, do not run. Do you not run away? Okay, tomorrow is going to be icky. Now, I do not knowing what is on the thing over here. I gotta find out. I got to looking and to see. Well, damn cat. Is you is the kitty. Is you is the cat. Yes, you is the kitty. And you is not fat. Actually, she's not. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. All right, let's see what we've got. Bing, 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 bong, foom. And over here to the Weather Channel. Yay. Well, yeah, Ohio is definitely hell, Von Rick. I am kind of happy I'm not there. I mean, I can't say that Pennsylvania is that much better, but it is in some ways. Let's see what we've got. What do we have? Saturday, 27 March. It looks like a high of 71 Fahrenheit at about 1800 hours tomorrow. Okay, I can deal with that. Definitely I can deal with that. I have a question. Maybe some of you out there. If anybody knows, I would very much appreciate it. Why is it that 70 degrees inside, indoors, whatever you want to say, is colder than 70 degrees outside? But I noticed this as a common phenomenon. Tayo Korostu. Wait, they are a match made in heaven. Who's a match made in heaven? Oh, no. Tayo Korostu. Now, I grew up in Cleveland, which isn't quite as Ohio as the rest of Ohio. But I went to school in Marietta. Now, Von Rick, I think you'll know the geography. The rest of you, Marietta is right on the border between Ohio and West Virginia. And it's a lot more like West Virginia than it is Ohio. Mando Baligi. Now he's understanding to making for you. I in a way like the rustic quality to southeastern Ohio. Everything else I can do without. I wouldn't want to live there. Spend enough time there to know that I would not want to live there. And besides, just try to find work, try to find. Oh, my harmonica man says, I came back. I came back to brew cream. I don't know how many of you will remember that commercial. Que parodia. Now, where are we? Where are we and where are we going? How are we getting there and what are we doing once we're there? Yeah, I know quite a few of you have some ideas about where I can go and what I can do when I get there. Oh my, oh my, oh my. This is tasty. I like this. I'm going to have to do this more often. Really and truly, I'm going to have to do this more often. I happen to like white wine. Mm. Oh my. Yeah, that was. I remember the whole Little Devil Do You campaign. That was what, early 60s? Something like that. There were some interesting commercials in that time period. Um, Anybody remember Speedy, the Alka-Seltzer mascot? Scheisse, 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 scheisse. Stuff and things. And what am I talking about? I haven't the slightest idea. In a harmonica man, I've had caviar. I wasn't all that impressed. I don't know. I must be strange. Um, Caviar didn't impress me. Escargot really did not impress me all that much. But borscht. Oh God, I can't get enough borscht. I need to make some borscht. I'm one of those weird people who likes beets. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Ho ho ho! God, we're digging into the past, aren't we? Oh, scheisse! I remember this is horrible, but I remember when frozen vegetables were a novelty. They were a rare treat. I remember when you got fruit and vegetables in season at the grocery stores. You barely had grocery stores, that sort of thing. My babka would can fruits and vegetables. That would help. And that's how you had that stuff all year. Where now it's, okay, let's just ship it in from Peru. Parogo, Belakatise. If it says Libby's, Libby's, Libby's on the label. Yeah. Oh, shit, ski. This is horrible. When you think back to the stuff you can remember, it's. You're reminded how old you are. Oh, moo. Okay. Oh, shit. I remember. I remember when manned space flight was new and exciting. It's horrible when you think back that far. Oh, my kitty. I remember a story. I don't know if it's apocryphal or not, but way back when garage doors openers were exciting and novel, allegedly there was a kid who could open and close his neighbor's garage door by blowing notes on his trumpet. Now, I do remember when television remotes operated with reeds. They made little ringing sounds that television would pick up and do their thing from there. I remember my Aunt Helen and Uncle Frank had a Zenith television that operated that way. Shit. Amazing. Amazing. The sound barrier was barely broken when I was born. Oh, Lord. I fell in love with the manned space program. Um, I remember sitting glued to the television set watching the coverage of the flight of Friendship 7. I was 4 years old. The day I turned 12, Neil and Buzz landed on the moon. Hot dog sandwiches. Okay for you. Yeah, I guess a hot dog is a fairly decent dinner, huh? I don't know. I just don't know. No, you talk about dinner and that sort of thing. That's something I've got to work out. I actually broke down and signed up with the Squalmart delivery service. The all right, but signed up with the Squalmart delivery service, and I've got to figure out how to use it. Use it to advantage. And I actually signed up for a year's worth. I don't know that I'll see the entire year's worth of use, but we'll see what happens. They will at least deliver cat litter, which is pretty nice. I like that. And Sylvia likes that. So it doesn't cost $13 to get a load of cat litter here from the Squalmart. Jesus Christ. Make me feel old, Randy. Go ahead. I was glued to the set all week for that mission. It's unfortunate that Neil's no longer with us. I mean, it would be kind of nice to be able to sit down with the people who are remaining from that era. Talk about stuff. Doesn't even have to be about the program. Jesus fucking Christ. You people make me feel old. Go ahead. Go right ahead. Jesus Christ, Randy was born in 69. Beth was born in 70. When I hear the old lady was born in 57. Oh, that was funny. Oh, that was so freaking funny. when I was at the protest in 2019. Ox, honey, how are you? This is where I met Aaron Raw in person. Um, Later that day, we were over at Henton's house. A few of us were there, I think. What? Noah, Lucinda, Jen Aldridge was there. Eric Murphy was there. Um, there had to be a few more people that I don't remember offhand. Um, did I say Aaron was there? Of course. Um, I forget exactly what it was that touched off this comment, but I started saying something to the effect of, "Yeah, I was born in '57," and you see Aaron just spin around. You're older than I am. Yeah, I thought you knew that. It's like Shatner. You're older. Turns out I'm 5 years older than he is, instead of the 5 years younger that he thought. Oh, okay, Von Rick, your mother was born in '44. The female slimy bastard was born in '24. The male was born in '25. Wait a minute now. Oh, I don't know. It's just craziness. Oh my. Okay, Beth. So your mother was born same year as my ex-wife. Yeah, Sandra was born the 8th of December, 1942. Yeah, there you go, Kitty. There you go. Yeah, you're 63 when you forget you're 63. Well, Vonrick, I am extremely lucky that I have neither one of them. I never had parents, but that's beside the point. Okay, the generation of my cousins, and it's kind of spread out, really. Um, but the oldest of my cousins on that side, anyway, was born in 1950. And just went from there. Well, Ox says it's okay to leave. Um, and then I suppose I can pick it up and run with B as a page that aches for a word that speaks on a theme that is timeless, and the one God will make for your day. Yeah, anybody familiar with Jonathan Livingston Seagull? Oh my. Well, I don't know about anybody else. I don't mind being old. Well, yes, I do mind, but I don't mind being old. What I mind is feeling old. Yeah, those sounds your bones make every time you take a step. Yeah, I have wine. You didn't see that? Oh my. I tell you, Randy, there's something to be said for a glass of ice water. I finally broke down and bought one of those filtering containers. This one was, I think, a brand called Pure, and it lives in the defibrinator. And I just run a couple gallons of water through it, and I have ice water for the better part of the day. And it's amazing how delicious the cold water is when you've filtered out all of the crap. The water around here is extremely hard. Uh, if you spill some of the local water on the floor, it shatters. But yeah, you get those bivalent ions out of the water, and it actually tastes good. It was just kind of nice to be able to have some money, some extra money to buy one of those things. Ah, j'ai de better normal case. I don't know. I have not had upstate New York spring water. Who? What? Yeah, yeah. Shadow Kitty. Uh huh. Um, I had an aunt and uncle who lived on a limestone bed with a hell of a lot of iron in the water, and so much so much iron that the crapper bowls were permanently stained brown from all the ferric iron. It's we buffering. I do not see that. So is it you that is on the thing for 2 into, or am I just to on the to missing in thing? Okay, yeah. God, sulfur water. It's horrible shit. At least they didn't have the sulfur. No, they just had the iron. But here, here in this building, out of this tap, the water without treatment tastes like it's been run through a bed of rock salt, calcium chloride. It's horrible, which is why I would drink coffee, because at least the boiled water run through the coffee grounds tasted a bit better than the water by itself. But as I said, I finally broke down and bought one of those filtered storage containers. I think they wanted $30 for the containers, and 15 or 20 for 3 filters. But god damn, it's worth it. Really, 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 really is. The water even freezes differently now. I mean, when you know the physics of it, you can understand why, but yeah, you actually get um, little blocks of ice out of your containers rather than almost a slush. No, I don't know what I just said. Um, Ay, caraste per India. God, it's amazing where 2 hours goes. Not that I'm complaining, okay? Mark 020735. Okay. I'm amazed that I've been bloviating this long. Yeah, I just never had the extra cash lying around. And then that's one of the nice things about this plague, if you can call anything about this plague nice, Um, we got shitloads of food stamps, and I haven't had to spend cash. I haven't had to use pictures of dead presidents to buy food in over a year. And that really helps when you can throw that money at consumer debt. I mean, there's a high price to pay for that, but still works. Yeah, I'll give you that. Definitely give you that. Oh, scheiße. I don't know. Now you got me thinking. Do I buy a steak and a bag of charcoal? I don't know. I have to think about that. If I remain alive long enough, I can do it in May. But that's the other thing I liked. Last year, I was actually able to grill steaks, which I usually cannot justify. $10 a pound. For you, the thing on the tongue is to speaking on that thing for into. Then is the ag thing that you call, what you call him on the thing for that. It is the poloko posti tatapotia peke roje. No da gada poloko davatian tatapoloko pestinta ikidepeste. You know what is the thing is I am to Paula White to teaching how this to doing to making, you see. Oh shit. Oh my word. Oh, yeah, guys. Talking about Paula White. Yeah, please, please, kids, come on down Sunday, because I'm gonna try to see if we can't bring up the latest bullshit that's been going on in Georgia. Um, Vad you want I am to check out? Not about I got to see what is this. Is this? Oh, for fuck's sake. Jeez, yeah, the commercials. God. New pep into tired hair. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's a. Okay, when the. What's the word for it? When the video ends, you have the dozen suggestions for new videos to watch. And there's one 1950s commercials and vintage commercials. And there's the picture of the McDonald's with the golden arches, no sitting down. It was all, go up to the window. I remember the design of those McDonald's fast food places. I actually stood at those places to get a hamburger or a fillet of fish for a quarter. Como de aquí se. Moo. Yes, it is very, 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 very moo. What you, is you are asking for the what is am I to saying to talking to making? Um, Actually, over the years, I assembled this thing. I mean, it got started well before Latka Gravas um, from that Taxi television show, but it did pick up a lot from him. It also picked up, yep, that one. Yep, that's the one with the arches built right into the building. Yep. It's one on Snow Road, not that far from where I lived. Yep, Bone Wreck. Yep. Yeah, well, I don't know if you knew this one or not, but there were several monastic orders that declared that rabbit was not meat. So rabbit could be eaten on Fridays. Now, I happen to like rabbit, but yeah, I have no complaints with that. I haven't had rabbit in a long, 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 long time. I have to think now that it's getting warmer. Hey, how's this? I don't know how many of you watched the transgender chef. I know that it's very irregular for me to put videos out. I want to make it more regular. But one of the things I've been thinking of doing is shopping at open air markets and farmers markets for the foodstuffs to use on the show and filming my trips down to these places. I mean, would you be willing to tune into that stuff? Um, there are a couple fairly decent open air markets here in the Pittsburgh area, but there's one market that I would like that I'd like to visit because I haven't been there in years. Um, it's called the West Side Market in Cleveland, and this is an absolutely beautiful vendor-driven market. I mean, I could spend a day there with my camera and my selfie stick, and find other places like it. I'd have a little bit of work to do to work out the logistics, but I'd take a trip to one of these markets, buy the foodstuffs that I would use for the next show or two, um, and bring the stuff home. The only thing I would have to work on, Von Reck. What I'd have to work on, and maybe some of you guys have suggestions on this one, I don't know. It would be great were I able to, for example, go to Cleveland for a weekend, and then go, shopping at the West Side Market, and have a way to keep the stuff that I buy. If I would have to look around for a hotel room with a defriginator or something, I don't know. Because when I was in Carbondale, I was lucky enough that I had a defriginator in my hotel room. And oh God, that was so nice. It worked out very, very well for me. Okay, Von Rick. If they're still doing it at the place, when Jeff came out here, when Sidestrike came out here to take me to the hospital for my biopsy, we stopped at a place called Burgatory and had one of their Impossible Burgers each. If you can manage to come out here, that would be just totally amazing to have Impossible Burgers at Burgatory. That would be terrific. But where the hell was I? Oh yeah, with the Friganator. Yeah, if I could have the. Oh man! All right, Mikey. Hi, how you doing? Yay! All the good people is here to coming to making. Yay! Yeah. I don't know. You got me off track here. Well, that's not difficult. I am so far off track, it's not funny. Yeah, we have to work on getting some people out here, and we can go Burgatory and have some Impossible Burgers. Oh, you want real burgers? I can make real burgers. Shit. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better um, than I have lately. Oh, you flattery will get you everywhere. Oh, jeez, yeah, it's you got to get a few people. See if we can get anybody within 100 miles over here and have some burgers and shit. That would be fun. I'd like that. Um, and you got me thinking that it would be kind of nice if we could go to the. A defriginator? Oh, that's a horribly mispronounced refrigerator. Oh, if any of you have heard of the comedian by the name of Norm Crosby, um, I guess he was congenitally hard of hearing, and he would have a hard time making out what people were saying when they were talking to him and that sort of thing, and the words would get messed up and everything. And he turned that into a comedy act. For years he toured with that. That's where I got to know, that sort of thing going on. But yeah, we've got to get some way to work this out. We've got to work out a way to to get people out here. Yeah, but for the last week or so, I have not been throwing up constantly. Um, I, yes, am still rather fatigued, but I can deal with that. Um, it's just great to be able to eat. Because believe you me, it's not fun at all to take a bite of something and then just you're at the you're at the porcelain receptacle. So I'm going to take this. I mean, if as long as I can take this, I will. What I do want to know, and I've said this before on this show, not everybody was here to hear it. What I'd like to know is this better betterness to feeling over this last week an indicator of a better physical condition? Or is that just, what's the word, wishful thinking? I mean, either way, I'll take it. But it would be wonderful. It would be absolutely wonderful if this were an indicator of a better physical condition. So what I've got to do, as I was saying earlier, I need. I really don't want to do this, but I guess I need to. I need to make another appointment with a nephrologist. It's been over a year since I've seen a nephrologist. And then maybe I can find out how things are actually working out. One thing I did not like back in January when I saw my GP, it was, this one number on your blood tests was way high. All the other numbers are fine, and I don't understand that. But this one number was way high, so now we've got to, we've got to set you up with a fistula, and we've got to put you into dialysis. And whoa, wait a minute, because what happens if the one number being off isn't enough to absolutely require dialysis? That would be yeah, something like that. Make an appointment, absolutely. I tried calling yesterday, and I guess the connection was somehow bad or whatever. Their answering machine wasn't working well. They appear to have returned my call this morning, and I was asleep and I didn't hear it, so I'm going to have to give them a call on Monday. And yeah, I want to make an appointment. I've got a couple extra bucks. I can pay a co-payment. I can I can hire a car to get me out there and back. B, now, okay, something I want to know. You say you lost your left kidney. Are you sure it didn't roll under the bed? Have you looked? And yeah, you can hit me if you want. But yeah, it's Monday. I'll give them a call again. Explain, where I was coming from, and if they don't like it, they can go. But um, it tried to kill you. What the hell happened, honey? What, did it break? Yoy. Tel chi se... Ma io cosa sto sapendo? I wish I had that much extra money lying around, to tell you the absolute truth. Because, well, I don't know. Here's the thing. Marijuana. Ow, 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 ow. Not fun. Yeah, definitely, Mikey. Yeah, that's something a lot of people forget because it's usually not included in the owner's manuals for some reason. Ooh, que c'est Petra. Oh my. Now you got me thinking. I had a pretty nasty fall. Hey, I had a pretty nasty fall prior to the symptoms developing from my kidney agfu. And I have to wonder, did that damage something? You just got me thinking about that. Fell off a retaining wall. Yeah, Shadow Kitty. Back on the marijuana here. Um, um, Sometimes I could use some grass. The thing is, I don't want to smoke it because I'm afraid that either I would cough my lungs out or that I would be tempted to go back to smoking tobacco. Um, and then the other thing, though, is that from what I've learned talking to people, on my budget, it's a little expensive because I don't have that much of a budget. Okay. Okay, Mikey. What state is who in? If you're asking about me, I'm in Pennsylvania. Okay, Mikey. So you and I quit at about the same time. Okay. Yeah, I quit in August of 2018. Me, okay. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. where both the governor and lieutenant governor are in favor of legalization, and a large percentage of the population is in favor of legalization. Problem is that there are enough reds around here that they keep getting in the way. Tayo korostu. Yeah, well, you talk about the smoking thing. I finally had to quit. I was losing my voice. Yeah, I sounded like Kenny Rogers with an extra helping of gravel. Well, okay, prior to quitting, I had smoked for 49 years. Um, I don't know what the difference was in this last time. What the difference is between that and the other times I had tried to quit. Uh, I guess probably part of the problem, or part of the thing, was that this last time, it's I had said, Clarion, you got to quit. You just have to. Um, and I just do not want to start up again. What's amazing now is that I can smell a cigarette at 150 yards outside. And it's icky. Ejada. Oh, oh gosh. Yes, tapadokushi. Terry, hi. It's been a while. Yeah, absolutely. How you doing, honey? This is we are to finding on the thing all the good people. This is finding for to into. I don't know to knowing. My oh my oh my oh my oh my. Yeah, I tell you, what impresses me is how I would not notice let's put it this way, I would not notice the stink of a cigarette. It's nice. The only problem is, um, people talk about, yeah, you spend all this money on cigarettes that you could be spending on something else. Well, I'm not spending the money on cigarettes. I'm just not spending it on anything that's fun either. I end up spending it on other shit. Well, yeah, Kitty, that's what I was smoking at the time I quit. I smoked a pipe for a number of years. In its own way, I kind of miss it. I was the only person I knew that inhaled a tobacco pipe. I think oh shit. Geez, you were a heavy smoker then, Mikey, huh? I'm trying to think of how much I would spend. I would buy a pound of tobacco for about $30. That would last me about 6 weeks. So $5 a week. I guess it's because I was buying loose tobacco that it wasn't as expensive as. I mean, Jesus Christ! If I go to Squalmart to do whatever shopping I'm doing, and if there's somebody ahead of me in the line who's buying a pack of cigarettes, they'll fork over a tenner for a pack of cigarettes, and I'm thinking, holy fucking shit! How can anybody how can anybody afford that? Especially anybody in this neighborhood. The neighborhood in which I live is not known for its financial excess. $1,200. Yeah, and that kind of reinforces what I was thinking earlier. I mean, I could probably buy a car, but that's not the worst of it. Oh, Beth, you be good, you have fun, great having you by. I just might make a regular feature of this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, you can come by if I do. How's that sound? Um, no, I can very likely buy a motor vehicle without much of a problem. That's not the worst of it. The worst of it is the insurance, the maintenance, fueling, all the other things that come along with that. Um, yeah, I lead a rather Spartan existence. Well, some people would say I do. Um, so what you save by not spending it on cigarettes or whatever, you are spending on the luxuries like food. Oh well, what is anything? Oh God. Now you got me thinking. It's too bad I don't have any root beer around here. You're making me want a root beer. Now I want root beer. Damn you. I guess I go shopping tomorrow. Yep. Well, there were things I wanted to look around for anyway. I was looking at I was looking at cookware a couple days ago. I may decide that I want to buy a set of cooking agfus, um, revereware, of course. But I mean, some of the stuff I saw wasn't all that expensive either. So I mean, well, there was one thing I saw, a cookware set for $6.50, and I have a feeling somebody was asking for way too much. So I saw other stuff out there for 200 or 175, comparable makeup of the stuff. But yeah, it's I happen to like stainless steel. What can I tell you? Oh shit, I don't know. I'll have to think about that stuff. See what I can do. Yeah, I have a feeling I know where some of my stimulus. Well, if I ever get stimulus money, I have a feeling I know where some of it'll be going. But okay, Bonrick, honey, you be good. Catch you Sunday. Yeah, you can catch me. You can catch Kate. Maybe, maybe Tina will be on staff. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but I like the revereware. It works very well for me. I mean, I have some already. Um, it's just so much easier to keep clean, believe it or not, than the non-stick. They call non-stick, and all too often the coating comes off into your meal. Um, one of the things that I really am happy I got was a revereware double boiler. God, that thing's come in handy so many times. Oh my! Oh no, that's set for 650. That's definitely an anomaly. I don't know who thought that set was worth 650, but they're wrong on that one. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, good tools will give you good work though. Oh, scheisse. We have 6 people here. Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I have Teflon spatulas and turners and that sort of thing. And that works very well. Um, it's just so much. Cooking is just so much fun. It really is. It's too bad there's only one of me, you know? I mean, I wouldn't mind cooking for somebody else. I have somebody in mind. Shut up, Clarion! Oh, man. Oh, what are we doing over here? Let's see where we are, huh? Oh, it's not too bad. I didn't drive the AGC all the way down. That's a good thing. Okay. And I've got to do the thinking about this and everything else too, as far as that goes. I think it was Colleen who suggested it earlier. I'd love to do some transgendered chef live streams. Um, I can just find a producer, or as I say, at least a camera crew. But we'll see what happens. That would be so wonderful. Oh, jeez. God, it's almost midnight. It's amazing. It's amazing how one can pick up and run for almost 3 hours. Yeah, it's what are you gonna do? Yeah, maybe I'll start to wrap up at midnight if nobody minds. Uh, we'll see how that works. There's just so much. I have to figure out what I need. Um, See how many camera angles I'm dealing with. And how to keep the cameras out of the line of sight of the other cameras. Oh, wow. Half a fifth of long. That's what I miss. You don't get those good measures anymore. Uh, oh my, oh my, oh my. Wait a minute, 2 tops and you can crowdsource those. That sounds kind of suggestive there, Mikey. Yeah, well, what I need though is somebody to come on site and stand behind the cameras. Gotta work on that. I mean, yeah, my channel is out there just languishing in the doldrums, and that's my fault. I know it's my fault. Um, One of the things I need is somebody to help me make the films, and I need somebody to help me eat the food. I mean, really. 'Cause there's only me, and I make a meal or a recipe or whatever you want to call it, and there's so much left over. A while back, I might have been able to eat it in a short period of time, but not anymore. Not anymore. Well, let's see. I have, as far as cameras go, I've got my video camera. I've got my Canon. Um, I suppose I could get a couple more Logitech video cameras. They're not that expensive. Yeah, we'll work on it. We need to talk. We need to figure out how to do all this. What wouldn't be bad? And I know it's too much to expect, but a girl can dream, can't she? Uh, to make enough that I could pay my medical bills and my living expenses. Yeah, I tried to start a little of that, and I was always getting sidetracked, with other shit that was going on. I wasn't feeling too good, but we'll see what we can do. It would be nice if I could actually start feeling good. I'd like that. That would work out nicely. And hey, I've learned a lot while I was doing this. I mean, I actually figured out how to get decent fried rice, how to make decent fried rice, for fuck's sake, which is important. One should always know how to make fried rice. Fried rice is good food. Oh my. Yeah, we'll get there. Oh shit. Yeah, I think if nobody minds, I think I'm gonna have to start wrapping up pretty soon here. I mean, I'll stick around for a little while yet, but a couple minutes. Um, but guys, yeah, what I'm thinking is maybe I will try to turn this into, okay, Ox, you take care, honey, and am I going to see you on Sunday? You're going to come by? I hope so. Yay! And stuff and things. Yeah. Um, Yeah, like I say, I think that maybe this is going to start to become a rather regular endeavor. I mean, I've got to have something to do with all my time, right? Last time I checked my Patreon a while ago. What's up, honey? Um, it would be kind of difficult for me to do it from here. I have to figure out a way to make everything available to all of my machines. Um, well, Colleen, it's my pleasure. I mean, it's always nice for me to. It's always nice to be able to do something for people, especially such a wonderful people such as you. Oh my. E che petra double coscienta taia canamina cartucci. Mwahahaha. Oh, god damn, Mikey, what are you doing? Oh, what are you up to? You horrible person, you. I don't know, I don't know, I just don't know. Yay! Am I gonna have to tweet something later? Because my oh my, that's what I have to do though. I have to better interconnect all of these machines. Uh, I have two machines with two operating systems each. So it's kind of interesting just juggling things and shuffling things around. Oh, Kate gives me all kinds of shit for that, but um, you horrible person. Oh shit. Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just got to get everything set up, and I've got to get things going. I've got to really, in all seriousness, I have this thing going. It's, inertia. Okay, and once I'm started and once I'm going, it's okay. But getting started is real pain in the arse. Absolute fucking, absolute fucking pain in the arse. Just getting the motion, getting the gears turning. And I'm not, you know how the employer things go, looking for a self starter and all that shit. Um, One could never really call me a self starter. I need somebody kicking my arse, and I hate every minute of having my arse kicked. Sending me a link. What the fuck? What are you doing to me, honey? Don't jeopardize my social security. Please don't. Diagorostu. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I guess my first project to do is to get things started, is to overcome the inertia. Because I love what I'm doing. I really do. get started on the, I love the cooking show, and I especially love working with Kate and Tina. Of course, I'm slightly biased when it comes to one of those two, anyway. Damn it, and she won't have me. Oh well. Cepelina te perrogie che rata palcosintaya coresena. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea at all. I'm amazed I can last as long as I'm lasting here. I mean, just going without a fucking script. Oh my, oh my. Jeez. Oh well. Moof beef. That's what I say. Moof beef. Yeah, we're gonna kind of wind up here if nobody minds. So what I'm gonna say is I want to thank everybody who's here. I want to thank everybody who's not here. Understand something, please. That having you around is absolutely wonderful. You guys keep me going. You really do. I don't know what I would be doing without you guys. I don't know what I would be doing without you to do shows for. Really, and truly, and everything. I don't know, maybe it sounds like a bunch of crap. It's not. Really, it's not. It's just, you guys keep me going. That's what I have to say, and it's only the truth. And I thank you for that. So, okay. What I will do then, until Sunday. Thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.